We have junior open water diver Jihan here, answering some questions for us today. Let's get started. Why did you want to get scuba certified?
To shoot fish and probably eat them because I heard they taste yummy.
Okay.
Yummy.
How did it feel when you dove for the first time? Do you remember?
Great, really great, because that was my first time using a regulator and I really liked it.
What do you enjoy most about scuba diving? And what is your favorite thing about scuba diving?
Shooting the fish, which is probably one that everybody has.
I mean, you just started shooting fish a few months ago, so before you started shooting fish, what was your most favorite thing about scuba diving?
The coral.
Seeing the different types of coral?
Yeah.
What has been your most memorable dive?
My most memorable dive is when you, Mommy, shot about, let's say, 5 feet barracuda. Yeah, that was big, very, very big.
That's the dive that you remember the most?
Yep.
The one that's stuck in your head?
Yeah.
And why is that?
Cause that's, I think, my first time seeing a fish that big. I've never seen fish that big before.
What are your goals in the near future?
To shoot about 50 sheepheads.
50 sheepheads,
Yeah.
that's a pretty good goal. Are you excited about participating in the 2021 Florida Spearfishing Tournament?
Yeah and no. It's cold, but it's gonna be fun.
Do you have any advice for any kids interested in diving?
Let's see. Not really, but I think this is one. Tell your parents to look up or have a map of dive sites which you could go to at all times, I guess, or most of the time. That way you can visit that reef a lot often and become like a, let's say, a home for you and your parents.
Jihan, you got certified in July 2019. You were 10 years old. What do you remember about that process? Was anything hard for you? Did you enjoy the process? What is it that you remember most about it?
I remember most about equalizing. When you equalize your ears, because I had a stuffy nose and I had to kind of move my ears. I guess you could say that. So the deeper, well, this is on the advice side. So the deeper you go, you have to equalize your ears even more. So you can hold your nose or do what I do and like kind of equalize it by swallowing, which is a good way, yes. And back to your question, I remember sitting down on the bottom of a pool and watching my instructor do hand signs to symbolize like, okay. Well, that's really all I know right now. But there's other signs like turtle for turtle, sharks, stingrays, and you'll know that when you go into your first training regiment.
Because those signs are pretty important, right?
Yeah.
since you can't actually speak while you're underwater.
Exactly.
So it's good to know your signs. What are you hoping to see on your next dive?
A wreck? Because I haven't really been in a fully attached wreck, really. I've only been to wrecks that have been destroyed, and there's only little parts of it on the ground. So I would like to go to a wreck that's intact. Okay. Swimming in.
Is there anything that you're afraid of in the water?
Sharks, sea urchins, I believe. The little spiky things in the water. I hate them. Not really afraid of stingrays now. A big fish that moves me around the sea. I don't like that. The fact that you're not in control of what you shoot.
How do you manage those fears?
Think first thing you do when you shoot the fish, you have to hold it, and then maybe if you have a partner near you and that is someone older than you or a parent, ask for their help. That way, make sure you have a tight grip on the gun, that way you can hand it to them. Don't just let go and expect them to take it for you. Try to hold it with both of your hands, like try to reel it in a little bit, and at the end of the gun you try to grab it right there and then give them the back piece. That way they have more room to reel it in.
So you've been diving since July 2019. What have you learned?
I've learned to load my gun. Let's see. I think the only thing is to load my gun, to dive off a boat correctly, yeah. And let's see, one more thing. To shoot the fish.
Do you feel like you've gotten better at diving?
Yeah. I've gotten better at conserving air and what is the other one? Nitrox? Nitrox, there we go. It's really hard on your when you first start, because you can't really, you're not that good when you conserve air on your first dive. So after a little practice over a couple of weeks and months, you'll get better.
What does it mean to you to be a part of the Salty Locs crew?
Well, I was already gonna be in the crew because like my mom is the leader of the crew, so like that was a given. I think an advantage of that is we get more fish with the group, because there's about, let's see, 5 people in the group or more. So it definitely gets you a lot more fish and more experience with the people you're around.
Do you like beach diving or boat diving better?
Boat better, because I don't have to work so hard to get out to sea, because you have to do about like 2 pier lengths on a beach dive. But on a boat, you can get ready, gear up before you go in the water, and all you have to do is hop in.
What's the most important piece of gear that you have?
Let's see, okay. I would say the regulator, because that's the only way you're breathing.
Is there anything that you would like to do in spearfishing that you haven't done yet?
Go on a shark dive to conquer my fear of sharks.
Perhaps we can take care of that soon. All right, Jihan. It's nice talking to you. We'll see you on the water.
Yeah.
Scuba dooba.
Scuba dooba 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 dooba.